All right, everyone, brace yourself. I'm going to say a word, and it's going to give you chills down your spine. Are you ready for this? Paywall. Another paywall is coming! I don't know for sure, but look at this. We got Padme Amidala announced. This should be happy, right? I'm super happy, for the most part. I mean, Padme Amidala. It's Padme. It's freaking Natalie Portman. She's freaking hot. We're getting her in game. I'm super excited about this. And so this is going to be good for the most part. Obviously, we got Clone Wars content coming to the game, but I've got my reservations. People, I've got my reservations. It seems apparent the Capital Games learned from this Darth Revan incident, where basically what we did as a community is we said, we see those characters. We see these characters. We know that we're going to need to farm them. And so we hoarded, and we hoarded, and we got the characters, and a lot of people got Darth Revan for the most part free to play with careful planning. Pretty similar with Darth Malak because a lot of the same characters were needed, and a lot of us had Jedi Revan by that point, so we had those characters in a pretty decent spot. Surprisingly, I actually saw a statistic that suggested that more people got Darth Malak the first time around than got Jedi Revan, which is very interesting. And so now we've got this post from Crumb. Padme Amidala is coming, and they say the brave former queen from Naboo turned into tenacious galactic senator is coming to the holotables. During the Clone Wars, Padme's quick thinking allowed her and her friends to repeatedly outsmart their enemies. Enter the Geonosis arena with a squad of separatists to earn Padme in this arduous legendary event. What does that word mean? What does this word mean? Let's look it up. This is not a word I'm familiar with. Involving or requiring strenuous effort. Tiring. So, are they talking about the farm or what? So, obviously, we've got separatists in game. We've got more than 5, and this does not necessarily mean that we are going to have B1 and Droideka. Those are the 2 characters, however, that I am the most nervous about because we do not have them accessible to us until this post right here, where we've got the Shard Shuffle coming up. B1 is going to be available in 20 energy hard node in Fleet Battles 5B, and then we've got Droideka available as well in let's see, light side battles 8B hard, and then Hoth Rebel Scout. Who cares about Hoth Rebel Scout? Okay, I'm not even going to read the rest of that because who cares about Hoth Rebel Scout? We farmed that like 2 years ago. But anyway, that's the information's there. If this is concerning to you, that there's the information. So anyway, these are both very hard to farm locations, and this strenuous, hard, what's the word, Crumb? Arduous event. I've never used that word in a sentence ever. I don't think I've ever heard that word used, or if I did, I just passed it off as I don't know what that means. This difficult event, I would bet my lightsaber, my ultra saber on this wall that is super dope. I would bet that this event is going to be framed in a way that you definitely need to have B1 and Droideka, and that will be the idea. And we've got these announced the same day that these shards are going to be farmable, and that seems to be CG's way of learning that, you know what, if we give them any time whatsoever, they're going to plan, they're going to be prepared, and the bottom line is not going to benefit because of it. Now, I feel a couple of different ways about this. Number one, there is a part of me that goes, you know what, I don't have to have everything first time around. I'm going to be okay. If I don't feel like I can spend enough money to get B1 and Droideka farmed up to at least 5 stars to unlock Padme, life will go on. The current arena meta is Darth Revan. I really doubt that Padme is going to come in and just unseat Darth Revan this fast. If anything, I think she'll probably come in and maybe be a viable alternative to some of the counters to Darth Revan we have right now, but likely not the meta of all metas. But we've also got dark side Geonosis territory battles coming up, and we've got I think I don't remember if they've announced for sure if it's dark side and then light side. Somebody will have to correct me in the comments on how they're doing this. But my thinking on this is Padme could easily be used for that, or something else. If she's not going to be in the meta, I feel like they're going to try to find a place that we really want to have Padme, because for all of us that got Darth Revan, it's pretty easy, for me at least, to look at Padme and go, all right, I want to have her. If I have to have B1 and Droideka farmed up, I'm just going to have to accept that I'm not going to have it without spending the money. Not sure if she's going to be worth it or not yet to do that. Maybe I can take a pass. And so Arena, to me, feels like maybe not the area that they're going to try to create that pull to farm Padme, because we've got a brand new meta there. And so that kind of remains to be seen. At the end of the day, I'm a bit neutral on this right now, because I don't know. I mean, are we going to be able to do this event without B1 and Droideka? If we are, great. Most of us have Separatists. They've been quite farmable at this point. I feel like that's probably not going to be the case, but it could be. And then also, where is she going to be necessary? And if it's kind of one of those, you got to have her for territory battles, could be a pretty decent kick in the nuts to anybody that doesn't get her. And so I'm also pretty apprehensive and nervous about this, when I wish I was just stoked and excited, because it's Padme. It's Padme. This should be exciting, right? Gosh. Anyway, and if you guys did see, we do have a first look at Padme. I've got this screenshot right here. This came from my boy Storm and Mormon in my Patreon server. Thanks so much. He shared this tweet from EA Star Wars that was tweeted, but this tweet was deleted. I could not find, when I click on this link, it shows me that the tweet's not there, and I've been scouring through the EA Star Wars page to try to find this video that it linked. It won't let me play the video, but so this apparently doesn't exist anymore. Maybe they released it too soon, but I would be led to believe that this is the version of Padme we're getting. So it's not this version. Now, I really feel like it's a missed opportunity, CG. We could have had this version of Padme. Does not everybody want this version? And we did see another few screenshots from the trailer. Number one, we saw the team here that Padme was with. And so you can see General Kenobi in his great pose there. That's a great screenshot. Padme in the middle, which makes me think there's probably a leadership ability there. Anakin, who we still have yet to hear of a nerf. And so is Anakin going to get a nerf? I'm not sure. I feel like they probably would have announced concretely if he would. So maybe some optimism there. Mace is in here. Mace. Could this mean Mace is getting a rework? If Mace is in there, it probably doesn't mean anything. But I am going to hold hope, all right? Look, I have got this hat here. It says, make Mace great again. Capital Games, the word again is disingenuous because he's never been good. Make Mace great, period. For the first time, because he's freaking Samuel L. Jackson. Everybody go look up what Samuel L. Jackson had inscribed on his lightsaber for the Clone Wars. Everybody go look that up and tell me that this man should not be good in this game. Anyway, so we've got Mace, we've got Anakin in here, we got General Kenobi, and this random Jedi who I don't know. He kind of reminds me of, there was this other Jedi in Clone Wars. He kind of reminds me of them. I'm not sure if that's it. I haven't done research on it yet. I just got home. And then we see this right here. Here's another screenshot where you see what we've got. And who do we have? You guessed it. We've got B1 and Droideka shown there facing off against them. And this is, you can see a clear shot of the arena in Geonosis, which makes me pretty excited. And so, at the end of the day, what does this mean for all of you guys? I don't know. I don't know what this means yet. I'm guessing Padme's going to be great. I don't think she's going to unseat the Darth Revan meta, but I'm really excited about the event because of the era that it represents. This is a really exciting time of the prequels, even if it's right after some of the most cringy dialogue ever known to man. I truly, deeply love you. Before I die, I want you to know. That scene is so cringy. But still, it's the prequels. It's episode 2. This is a really awesome moment in Star Wars history. So I'm excited about the event. I'm nervous about how paywalled this is going to be. Part of me feels like, do I have to have the characters first time around? I don't think I necessarily have to have all the characters first time around. I feel like sometimes I just got to look at myself and go, all right, it's not that important. I can wait. I can wait. It's fine. I'll be able to get it free to play later. But the other side of me says, what is she going to be needed for? Is she going to be needed for territory battles? And that's where I start feeling like if I don't get her, I'm letting my guild down. And that's kind of the line of thinking where, depending on where she's needed, if there's a big paywall, I start getting a little more upset. And so I'm reserving my full opinion until we see exactly how all of this is going to unfold. There's too many questions I have right now. Will B1, B2, B1 Droideka be needed? Where is she going to be needed? That kind of thing. But at the end of the day, it's Padme Amidala, ladies and gentlemen, a long-awaited character that we are getting in Galaxy of Heroes, and I think that is, for the most part, pretty exciting. What do you guys think about all of this? Let me know down in the comments below. How's your B1 and Droideka looking? Probably about where mine are at, like no attention whatsoever. And if you did like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And my brothers, don't you ever forget
my dead body. Sorry about the mess.